Does my right honourable friend agree with me that the predictably disproportionate, unreasonable behaviour of the French authorities in these matters is inexorably linked to the fact that President Macron is facing very difficult elections next year, and therefore we should expect matters to get worse before they get better, and that history shows that this House and our great nation's interests are best served by standing up to the threats of little Napoleons clinging on to power.
Secretary of State.
Well, I note what my honourable friend says, but I would simply say, Madam Deputy Speaker, I'm a bit more optimistic on this, in that I think in this job you always have to hope that things will get better, and get better now rather than get worse before they get better.
One of the threats that we've heard from the French this week has been about the electricity supply to the people of Jersey. I am glad that the Minister is speaking to the European Union. Would he confirm that he will make it quite clear that threatening the electricity supply in this kind of dispute is wholly outside of the terms of the TCA and wholly unacceptable from a close and trusted ally?
Secretary of State.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. And look, the UK Government will stand squarely behind Jersey on this matter. As I said, we've worked closely with them on their methodology for issuing licences, and we believe they entirely are consistent with the Trade and Cooperation Agreement, and that they've been reasonable throughout. So yes, as I said earlier, we do think that the threats that France has made are disappointing and disproportionate, not what we would expect from an ally, and we also believe that they're not compatible with the Trade and Cooperation Agreement.
The threats and actions from France are completely wrong and unacceptable. There is a real need to ensure that everyone involved with this uses language to de-escalate the situation, to not risk the lives of either British or French fishers in any clashes at sea, and to ensure that there is uninterrupted trade between the United Kingdom and France. It's really important to set that out, but it seems to me that this situation is a result of the government losing control of some of the negotiations and positions that keeps our fishers safe for some time. There is a real concern that the botched Brexit deal is going to lead to more clashes between UK and European fishers. Can he set out what steps he's taken to ensure that there is no further clashes and no risk of escalation?
Deputy Speaker, and can I just welcome the tone with which the honourable gentleman has approached this. He's absolutely right that it is important that we remain calm on this, that we try to de-escalate it. We're not going to get into a sort of retaliatory tit-for-tat on this kind of thing. It's important, I think, that everybody remains calm. What I would say is, in terms of what the French have said that they will do in terms of borders, obviously France as an EU member state is bound by the official control regime, and there will be a role here for the European Commission to ensure that France doesn't break EU law in any approach that it will take. And that's why obviously our principal port of call for this is talking to the European Commission, who negotiate on behalf of France on these matters.